Today I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to answer a question. The good news for you is that this question is actually simple. The words in the question are actually simple. The bad news is for thousands of years, people have been trying to answer this very same question for themselves. People have dedicated their lives to this question. They've fought for this question, and sometimes they've given their lives in defense of this question. And the question is this: what does freedom mean to you? If you're not willing to answer this question in your life, there's somebody, a company, a person, a government, an entity that will be more than happy to answer this question for you. And you'll wake up one day and realize that you're living life just based on a script.
Some people have a life and a work, and they're trying to put them together in some equal fashion. Other people say, you know what, no, my life, I think some of the people that were up here performing are this way. I've got a life, and my work is a part of my life, but it's not my whole life. A young man came up to me, and he said, my mother, he's a photographer, and he said, my mother said, why are you wasting the education that we gave you? Why don't you go get a real job? And because he said, my mother's from the older generation, and the important thing is have a job. It doesn't matter what the job is. It doesn't matter if the job fits you or not. It doesn't matter if it has anything to do with what you really want to do. You've got a job, keep the job. For Pete's sake, why don't you go get a job so you'll have a job? Some people have a life and a work, and they're trying to put them together in some equal fashion. Other people say, you know what, no, my life, I think some of the people that were up here performing are this way. I've got a life, and my work is a part of my life, but it's not my whole life. You can't separate. How can you separate your life from your work? You are a human being in both of those places.
What is it that's going to truly fulfill you? What is it that's going to give you that extraordinary life? What's going to make things magnificent on your terms, not somebody else's terms? Sometimes you got to reevaluate what's going to really make you fulfilled. What is your gift? Are you an artist? Are you the talent that can produce something no one else produces as a skill or a product or a service or some impact? Who you become makes you very happy or very sad.
Every day that you go to work, just ask yourself, what's the lesson here? What is this for me? I think we show up with an assignment of 3 parts. Discover who we are, express it into the world in such a way that it makes a creative difference.
Do you realize that we are the freest people in the history of mankind? Do you realize that you walk amongst the freest human beings to ever walk the earth? What are you doing with that freedom? How are you utilizing this amazing gift that you've been given? It starts by answering one question. What does freedom look like to you? It's the answer to this question, your own unique answer to this question, that has the power to change your life. It's your own unique answer to this very question that has the potential to change the world if you'll step up and let it. So my challenge for you today is to go out and find your answer to this question.
You've got to figure out what is your gift that's going to give you a sense of meaning, because you can't be fulfilled without a sense of contribution. You can feel happy. Happiness for most people is temporary. So success without fulfillment, that's called failure. If you know somebody who's got everything they thought they wanted and they're not fulfilled, they got a real problem. So what's going to make you fulfilled? Finding your gift, contribution. Life's not about me, it's about we.
It's never too late to become what you might have been.